Hi, I'm Tom Field, Vice President of Editorial with Information Security Media Group. I'm talking today about empowering the Security Operations Center. My pleasure to be talking with Gautam Aggarwal, who's the CMO with NSS Labs. Gautam, it's a pleasure to be talking with you today.
Same here, Tom. Great to be back.
It's early in the year, and so I'm going to ask you for the State of the Union. What's the State of the Union on the Security Operations Center?
Tom, I think one of the things we have seen with a lot of customers, they have the Security Operations Center, and that's been around for ages right now. But I think the way security has evolved and cybersecurity and all the attackers, even the SOC has evolved. And I think a lot of people talk about the big buzzwords. This is what is happening, this is what needs to be done. But finally, it comes down to the Security Operations Center. That is where I'm able to actually come back and action and eyeball everything that's happening from a security standpoint. And I think for a customer right now, I think that's becoming really messy in terms of where they see right now, because that's supposed to be my nucleus, the center of my universe where I can actually see what's happening within my organization, and I can come back and action that stuff. And that's not really happening right now. So I think people are actually seeing too much alerts coming in, way too many data feeds coming in, the volume of data which is coming in right now. I'm not able to get any context around what's really happening as a part of my Security Operations Center. Then my boss comes in, who's a CISO right now, and says, I need to come back and present back to the board. I need some business dashboards. Great. SOC is dealing with the SOC dashboard. Yep. Then you have the forensics teams who needs to come back and action this stuff. They need a forensic side of the view. So I think it's all coming back to the Security Operations Center, and I think the State of the Union for them is, guys, let's keep it simple. Just provide me the right alerts, provide me more context. I need to know whether it's suspicious or malicious in nature, so I can really come back and action this stuff, empower my teams, and then provide the right dashboards to my seniors, to my management team, for them to really understand what the risk posture is. I think that's the State of the Union right now for the Security Operations Center. This is where they stand right now. People are looking for very simple, clean solutions as a part of their SOC right now, and so that's the reason, that's the State of the Union. They're coming back for more and more. So
you've got good visibility into the SOC teams. What is the big ask of them right now? It's not just about providing a dashboard for the board. They're being asked a whole lot more.
Exactly. So I think we talk about cyber kill chain. Right? We talk about attackers and advanced attackers. We talk about the attack surface is getting extremely complex, right? If you look at 2016, and as we're heading into 2017 right now, look at what's happened with the attacks right now. It's not just malware anymore. It's not just the zero-day attacks coming in. We heard about what happened with DNC and all the Russian attacks and everything. That's all nation states coming in. Then you have ransomware happening, right? So you see 2016 was completely inundated by ransomware coming in. How do we really come back and basically understand what's coming in, be able to classify that, provide more context around if somebody's trying to attack my networks, are they trying to lock down my systems, disrupt my operations right now as a part of my organizations? Can I come back and look into this stuff, pre-breach, be able to come back and basically action this stuff? So people are looking for visibility, they're looking for more analysis and context. And then finally, they're also not looking for more additional tools for you to come back and purchase. I just do not have more money, because I think the defense in depth, or we call it layered defenses, I already have so many of those in place. I just don't need to go back and add an additional tool for this stuff. And I think the worst part is I just don't have enough people. You can be a Fortune 50 or a Fortune 10 or a Fortune 500. I think the problem still remains. I just do not have enough people to come back and eyeball this stuff. So keep it clean, guys. Provide me the visibility. Do your analysis. Provide me what the context is. Be able to classify all these pieces. Enrich my existing systems. Get me to a better place. And arm me with all the facts and figures, so I can confidently come back and basically take action and mitigate all the threats. So I think that's what people are looking for. That's a big ask right now for pretty much every organization. Whatever you do, if you can bring me through that whole life cycle, end to end, I think that's what they'll really appreciate.
So we've established that resources are certainly limited. Human resources even are limited. What then is NSS Labs bringing to the table with your platform that helps these SOC teams become more operationally efficient?
I think that's a great question, because I think if people know about NSS Labs, our core foundation has been in security testing. It's like if you look at our entire foundation has been in third-party testing. And I think we are very proud of our heritage, because that drives a lot more vendor agnostic view. We also not basically alienating anybody in the vendor community, but they're actually looking forward to come back and work with you more and more as a part of the third-party testing. Now with that core foundation, when you do your testing, it's a snapshot in time. And I think they are looking for, okay, how can what I just saw in terms of what's happening with my defenses, the value for the security investments I've had, and the efficacy of my products, this is a snapshot in time. Can I now come back and basically add that on a continuous basis? Can I use that as a part of what I'm using as an enterprise? Map it back to all the assets I have. I think one of the biggest pain points for a customer right now is I have all the security controls. I have them in the network side, on the endpoint, in the cloud. I have all the security controls. Can I come back and map it back to the assets I have? Which operating systems am I using? Which applications am I using? Which browsers am I using? Are people clicking on this? Are they getting owned? Can I come back and tie the asset journey to my security controls, bring it back together? So I think for NSS Labs, that becomes a great journey because we've been there, done that. And for NSS Lab, I think for us, it's like operationalizing cybersecurity. Get secure and stay secure. When we say get secure means understand what the lay of the land is, the state of the union. Where do you stand right now? Get an assessment of your security controls of your products. How well are they defending you against the latest attacks? And then on a continuous basis, drive continuous security validation, and then be able to do global threat discovery and automation, bring it all back together. So I think it becomes a good continuous journey for us at NSS Labs, and we are also able to come back and do our whole end-to-end piece with customers to provide them visibility, analysis, enrichment, automation, all those pieces.
Now, Gautam, the position I'm in, I get to talk to lots of organizations, and you're in a crowded marketplace. Everybody's talking about the SOC today.
Absolutely.
How does NSS Labs distinguish itself in that crowded marketplace?
No, that's, I think, again, from a customer standpoint, you have all the layered defenses. I'm not looking to rip and replace anybody out. That's the position I'm taking right now to say, Mr. Customer, you're free to choose the best detection and the best prevention products. More power to you. Yeah. You want to come back to us and really understand what the facts are, get all the objective facts and all those pieces. I can provide you which of those products are lining up where, what the efficacy of those products are. Then if I can come back and now enrich all those products, I can look at all the threats that are happening in the wild, and I can come back and now package it together, and I can enrich your products. You don't have to come back and buy threat feeds from individual vendors to come back and enrich their specific products. I think that's the problem we are having. It's so siloed right now that everybody is for themselves. Yeah. My product works great. They're able to detect all these attacks. If there's a miss, I'm not telling the customer about it. And if somebody else is not able to catch it, goodness for me, I can have more business over here. Yeah. How can we tie all those pieces together? The vendor community, how can we bring it all together? As an enterprise, if you can come back and enrich the entire layer of defense, which I have, you do that, and then I'm also able to automate all my management platforms. SOC basically uses a SIM platform. They use endpoint solutions to be able to come back and basically manage what's happening within the enterprise. And if I can come back and basically automate those platforms, provide all that enrichment, automate all those pieces, now they have the forensics team going and doing the job. They have the threat intelligence team getting all the right feeds, and then they have the SOC and the NOC teams where they understand the efficacy of the products they have. So now you're bringing the journey together for all three teams right now, which have been treated in like silos right now. So I think that's the big journey for us.
Great. Well said. Gautam, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Same here, Tom. I appreciate that.
We've been talking about empowering the SOC. I've been speaking with Gautam Aggarwal, the CMO with NSS Labs. For Information Security Media Group, I'm Tom Field. Thank you very much.